So you just got accepted into grad school. Well, first, congratulations. But now that the celebration time is coming to an end, what in the world do you do now? Well, don't worry, because today we are answering just that question. So first things first, you need to get your finances in order. Because if we're just gonna say it bluntly, there's not really much to celebrate if you cannot afford to go to your university or attend your grad program. So the first thing that you need to be doing after you get accepted into your graduate program is looking out for your funding package. Now, I've talked about funding packages and what they are and how they work in past videos, but generally what you need to know is a funding package is a document that includes all of the financial support or opportunities that are going to be given to you from the university and or your department. And so through this document, you're able to ascertain how much money you have accrued and what applies to your graduate tuition, your life, and all that other jazz. And so when you are looking at this number, it is important to make sure that you are checking that the grant amount or the funding package award amount is equal to or more than the amount you need to pay for tuition and to live, eat, and survive in your graduate school location. And so it's very important that you do this early on, because if you wait too long to see your financial package, then if they don't give you enough money, you may not have enough time to prepare to find other grants or find other working opportunities to cover the rest of the costs. Now, if you're a student that has received their financial package or their funding package and it has no financial support from your university or department, as scary as that is, please do not panic. There are definitely ways to pay for grad school. In fact, I am one of those students that also got no financial support from my department, and here I am 4 years later figuring it out and paying for my tuition and everything like that without student loans. So if that is something that you're trying to understand or work through, I would check out my grad funding playlist, and I'll plug that at the end screen of this video so you can go through that journey. Sorry to interrupt, but if you're looking for a way to celebrate getting into grad school, I would highly suggest that you stop by my merch shop, where I sell digital products that can help you succeed throughout your first year, and this really cool tote and journal. Head to brisamarie.com to shop now. So now you have a good idea of what your finances are and how to prepare and what you need to do to make sure you are financially secure. So the next thing you need to do is look for housing. And I know for some of us, 8-9 months before going to campus can feel like a long time. But this part is very important, or particularly important, for students that are going to schools in highly populated locations or cities. So thinking at UCLA or University of Pennsylvania as an example, it's really important that you secure housing, because if you are interested in staying on campus or near campus, those housing options usually go pretty quickly. And so if you don't know how the housing process works, or reach out to your department to put you on some type of wait list, or all of the things that may be required to get you as close to campus as you would like, then you may have to live, 6, 7, 15 miles away from your university. Now, if you're in a smaller campus, this may be less of a stressor or something to worry about so early in advance, but I do think it's important to make sure you are prioritizing your housing, because this way you know exactly where you're going to go, how to kind of work out your daily schedule, especially if you are a parenting student or a student with disabilities. This step of the process will help you get mental stability, social stability, housing stability, financial security, because you are being prepared and developing the infrastructure you need to set up your life to be a graduate student. Not to mention, if you are a student, again, that has checked their financial package and they don't have funding, you may be able to apply to be a RA as a graduate student, which would cover your tuition and board. And so this would also be a reason to check for housing early, because usually around this time when they are accepting or denying students, that they are also looking for people to fill in the graduate housing RA position. And so if you're somebody who has RA experience or some type of experience that could make you a strong candidate, that could also be an option for you to help cover your costs of graduate school while simultaneously making sure you have housing. Now, the next thing I would suggest that you do once you get accepted is go make friends. And yes, I understand that you're probably nowhere near campus, or it's probably 10 months before you have to show up. But everybody's probably getting their acceptance letters around the same time, and there's a lot of excitement and energy coming around that. And academia can be such an isolating and lonely experience. So if you get the opportunity to do a campus visit, or if there are virtual or local events related to being accepted to this school, I would definitely suggest that you participate. Or you could reach out to your cohort mates or to other people within the department. This is a great way to make a big university or a big department feel very small and like you belong. Not to mention, the earlier that you start to make friends, start to get integrated into your department and figure out kind of how this university thing works, the quicker and easier it is for you to get acclimated to grad school life. So the first day of campus doesn't have to be the first day for everything. Instead, it can be the first day of classes, but you've already had a month or two of talking to some of the graduate students that are already there, or you've already had, 5 months of meeting up with your cohort mates via Zoom or in local coffee shops or what have you. And so this way it can, again, just help make your graduate experience much more organic and also build a support system that can help you throughout the tough times, even as early as the first couple of weeks of school. The next thing I would suggest you do after getting accepted into graduate school is to reach out to your faculty and maybe set up a time to meet. Now, faculty generally spend the summer doing their own independent research or staying away from their computer, and we do want to respect their space, but just sending a quick, "Hi, I'm your student that got accepted," or "Hi, I was the student that applied here and asked to be your mentor. I would love to chat," or anything similar to that can again help make a big university smaller, but also give you an opportunity to start to build your mentorship relationship with your faculty member so you can figure out earlier than later if there's somebody that you really want to work with, what their mentorship style is, what their teaching style is, and help you feel more comfortable or understand if it's time to go. Also, contacting and having an opportunity to meet with your faculty at least one time before you get to campus gives the faculty an opportunity to get to know you and to prepare for you and think about how to support you better when you get onto campus. So I met my faculty advisor way back in February, almost a month after I got accepted. And so throughout the summer, my faculty advisor was sending me things, free events, workshops, books to read, so I could feel prepared and wanted within the school system. So while it can feel a little early, kind of overshooting it, overzealous, I do think saying hi, introducing yourself, and asking to meet either virtually or in person is a great next step for after getting accepted into grad school, because now again you're starting to establish yourself as an active participant within this academic or research community. Now, if reaching out to faculty is just not your thing, or you weren't assigned a graduate advisor so you have no idea who to contact, I have 2 videos that should be linked here in the end screen to help you figure out how to contact faculty virtually and how to choose a graduate advisor. And if you found at least 2 things useful, don't forget to like and share. When you engage with my videos, it helps YouTube share my content with people who would need it. So thank you so much for your engagement and for watching, and I will see you next week.